What's going on YouTube? Your boy J Hawk back with another one. Back talking about Turo, guys. So if you check back in my second video, I was talking about me basically liquidating my fleet so that I can get that cash flow and start getting better vehicles, like experienced vehicles. When I talk about experienced vehicle, guys, I'm talking about these Jeep Wranglers, your Corvettes, cars like you can have a good time in. You want to flex, you want to look good, top down, fast cars, stuff like that. So that truck I showed you in my second video, that Infiniti FX, I just sold it, guys. I just sold it. There's a lot of money circulating right now. I mean, there's like PPP loans, there's people are getting their tax returns, the stimulus check, of course. So there's a lot of money in circulation. So I listed the car, what's today? Let me check, guys, what today is. So today's Sunday. I listed the car Friday. It was going yesterday. So that just shows you, man, what kind of money. And everyone was like, hey, bro, I got cash right now, bro, come get it right now. I never seen so many people cash ready. So that car went. So all I have now is that Volkswagen Jetta and my Honda Element SUV. So the Volkswagen is like my daily driver. I'm gonna keep that. And the Honda Element, it needs a catalytic converter. It runs and drives and everything. It's just really loud. Like, my neighbors hate when I start that thing. It's super loud. So I'm gonna get that fixed, and then I probably won't profit on it, but I'll break even, and that's cool. I just need that cash back. So like I said, I can go like invest in these in one car. I'm just gonna get one car. I'm liquidate all those lower end economy cars into one nice car. So y'all help me figure out, man. Drop it in the comments what kind of car I should get. I'm really leaning toward that Jeep Wrangler because it's American. The parts are gonna be cheap. It gets a good day rate. And when I looked on Turo, it's one of their top rated SUVs, the Jeep Wrangler and the Jeep Grand Cherokee. But that Jeep Wrangler is just, you can't beat it. Cause one, you can take the top and the doors off. And two, it's got this cult following. People wave at you. It's like being part of a biker gang. You know what I mean? It's got this cult following. It's weird. Like, people love being a part of something, like a brotherhood almost. You know what I mean? Or a fraternity or something like that. So I'm really leaning toward the Jeep Wrangler, guys. And so that's what I'm gonna do in this video. I really wanted to like give a little backstory on myself. So I'm 31 years old. I'm an Air Force vet. I served for like 3 years. I'm out there in stationed in Montana, middle of nowhere, guys. I'm talking about hella animals. Like, I was bored, I always lived in like a major city, so like I never really went hunting and fishing and doing stuff like that, city boy stuff, you know what I mean, regular stuff. So it was definitely a change. So I got out the military in 2012, and it was a struggle. And let me rewind. I got in trouble in the military. So that's why people might be wondering, if you like are in the military or know someone in the military, usually you got to do 4-year term. That's like the minimum, right? It's probably like, why do you only do 3 years? I got in trouble, guys. Young and dumb. Got in trouble. Got discharged. You know what I mean? At the time, I didn't really care. I was like, who cares? Like, I'm not trying to be in here 20 years. But now I'm 31, and I'm looking back on it like I was dumb. That could have set me up good. Like, all the benefits and stuff, I'm missing out on because of the way I got out. So, long story short, I get out 2012, and it's hard, man. It's hard. I don't have that military cushion anymore. In the military, your meals are paid for, your housing's paid for. If you have a car, you pay for that and your phone bill. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? So I was spoiled, guys. For 3 years, I was spoiled. So getting back out there in the civilian world and having to figure it out from the muscle, that was hard. So I was working odd end jobs and just doing random stuff, man. Really struggling. So fast forward, I moved to Atlanta, don't know anybody, trying to figure it out, man. And I'm working random jobs. I get a job at Pepsi doing like forklift operating, and I lost my license. 2014, lost my license. Then again, y'all, I'm young, I'm reckless, I'm doing crazy stuff like speeding, racing, doing all kind of stuff. So I lose my license, and I have no way to get around, man. Uber pops up. So I started catching Uber every day to and from work, guys. And I'm asking the Uber driver, like, I'm always been curious. I ask questions, everything, like how much money you making? Like I ask all the sensitive stuff people don't really want to talk about. I'm gonna ask it. So I'm talking to the drivers every day, and one guy, he if you catch Uber and you request a ride, you get random drivers every time. So I started getting the same guy. He's in my area, and he starts asking me, he's like, bro, I keep seeing you, I keep picking you up, man. Like, what's your deal, bro? Like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, why don't you drive I drop you off at Pepsi. Like, money shouldn't be an issue. That's a good paying job, right? And I'm telling him how much I make and everything. I lost my license and stuff like that. And I started asking him questions like, bro, like, what do you do? Like, how much, I'm looking for a car when I do get my license and stuff like that. Cause I was actually working on paying off my fines and everything like that. So I was asking him like, like, how much do you make? Where do you, did you buy this car? He's like, no, man, I rent it. I was like, you rent it? He's like, yeah. I rent it for the week and I just pay weekly. I was like, what, you can do that? He's like, yeah, man. So that's how I started thinking. My mind started working, because I've always kind of been like business savvy and stuff like that, flipped, resold stuff. So I'm thinking, man. So as time goes on, I get my license back. You know what I mean? And I start looking for business opportunities. I really start looking for business opportunities. So that's how Turo came about. I told myself, when I get my license, I see how often the guy's working. He's picking me up almost every day. And if whoever's renting this car to this guy, he's making money, because he's out here, he needs the car to make money. So I said, when I get my license, I want to get a car and I want to rent it out to guys like this. So fast forward, I end up having my baby. I have a daughter. 2019, she's born. I move out to Cali with her mom. Me and her mom don't work out. It's crazy that we had a baby and we end up splitting. I'm giving you guys the nitty gritty, man. You're probably like, damn, bro, telling your whole life? Yeah, I want to give you guys like a backstory. And that's one thing about me, man, opposed to all the other YouTubers. Like, I'm keeping it funky, raw, uncut, man. Because I watch YouTube, and sometimes you get a lot of fluff from these like content creators. So I'm trying to be one of the ones that are just transparent, and I give y'all the real. This is what it is. Because someone might be in my situation, man, and I want to be like, might be able to relate to me. Like, damn, bro, I was going through the same thing. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So I move out there. We split. Mind you, I don't know anybody in California, right? I'm working a job out in, so I'm living like in the Oakland area, Bay Area. So I end up getting a job across the water. Mind you, before we split, I'm borrowing her sister's car she had an extra car. I'm borrowing her car to get to and from work and take my baby to appointments and stuff like that. The car gets towed and impounded. So the day I come out of my job, the car is gone. I'm thinking somebody stole it. I'm calling the police, everything. They said it got impounded. Whatever her sister had going on, she didn't tell me, but she didn't pay something or something like that. So the car is gone. So I'm back in the Uber again. I still got my license, but I'm back in Uber again. I started getting the idea. I started talking to drivers again. Turo popped up in my head again. So my boss at the time, he's like, bro, I noticed you're paying a lot of money in Uber, man. Like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I'll help you out, bro. I'll help you. Like, we'll try to get you a car and you just pay us back every 2 weeks out of your paycheck. So I got this orange boxy, I call it a toaster. It looks like a toaster, boxy. If you guys know what the Honda Element, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's boxy looking truck. And I get that, and I'm paying them out of my check every 2 weeks. They said once you pay it off, you know, we'll sit down and we'll sign the title and everything over to you, and it's yours. So, mind you, when my girl and I split, I left her my apartment. I didn't want nothing to do with it, and I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to say, you know, like, get the hell out. Knowing she's not working and she has my brand new baby with her, like, struggling. I'm not that kind of guy, yo. Like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I let her stay there, paid up the rent. Mind you, Cali is expensive as hell. If y'all don't know, like, Cali is like one of the most expensive places to live in the country besides like New York or something like that. It's high, man. It's no joke. You gotta have your coins. You got some coins out there, bro, for real. So fast forward, I get the car and I'm like renting Airbnbs, man. I'm renting Airbnb. At first it started like hotels, and it was random people arguing and drug activity and all kind of other activity I ain't going, you know, get into. But I was like, bro, I gotta get out of here. I can't sleep. I gotta go work 8, 12-hour shifts. Like, I can't sleep. So I started booking Airbnbs, man, like close to my job. So, because if you know, traffic in Cali is no joke. So I wanted somewhere close to my job so I didn't have to commute that far. So I'm renting the Airbnb out, and I just couldn't do it anymore, man. It started getting expensive. It started getting really expensive. So that Honda, the seats lay all the way flat. I mean, like flat. You know, you can recline your seat and it'll just go like, it's still got an arch. You can't like really sleep in it. Man, them seats lay flat. Put a sheet over it. I got a little plastic bin from Walmart, put all my clothes in there, sealed, you know, and I'm thugging it out, man, in the Honda Element, man, sleeping in there. I didn't know where to go, so I started like, I Googled like truck stops. I knew truckers, you know, they can go shower and go like, they'll sleep in their right there in their truck. So I started going to sleep at the nearest truck stop. The nearest truck stop was 40 minutes from work. You know what I mean? Mind you, I was just at an Airbnb that was only a 10-minute commute to my job. So here I am driving 40 minutes every day, sleeping in the car, you know, random people knocking on my window at night. I'm like, here we go again, man, just to try to save some money. So I'm going through it. So I figured I had keys to my job, right? It was just mom and pop, you know what I mean? Husband and wife, and I was the only employee. So they gave me keys and everything. So what I did was I noticed what time they left. They left around like 7 or 8. So I would leave the shop acting like I'm going somewhere else. I would just go park up the street at McDonald's. About 8 o'clock, I'll pull back around to the job. And I would sleep there, guys. I was sleeping outside of the job, man. I was sleeping outside of the job. And I would set my alarm at like 5 a.m. so I could go open the shop and go do like a bird bath, hit my pits, you know what I mean? My private parts and everything, and wash my face, get ready for work. So one time, I guess I overslept, and a company across the street from us was a moving company. I guess they saw all the fog from hot ass breath, breathing, sleeping all night. So I guess they told my boss, like, look, man, that your employee's out here sleeping in the car, bro. Like, what do y'all got going over there? So I go into work that day, and my boss asked me, like, bro, you sleeping in your car, bro? Like, what? Like, you don't got to do that, bro. Long story short, he lets me live with him. He had like a little, I don't know if y'all know what an in-law suite is, but it's a little house behind the main house. so I'm in the slave house. No, I'll just play, but I basically, you know what I mean? I'm in their little like house behind their house, and I'm staying there, man. And it was humbling, but it beat me living at random truck stops and having to park out in front of the job and people looking, and you know, it was embarrassing, bro. And I think that made them look bad too as a business. I'm like, bro, you're not paying your employees enough? Like, bro, why are they sleeping for the job, bro? You know what I mean? Like, get it together. So I rocked out there for 3 months, man, and I saved up all my coins until I got an apartment for myself. I stayed there. And it really wasn't for me. It was just so that I could have my daughter with me every weekend. You know what I mean? And we kind of living in a rough area, and I lived in a nice area. It was almost like $2,000 a month, mind you, guys. I'm only bringing in like $3,200 a month. You know what I mean? It sounds like wherever you are, it might sound like a lot. It might not be nothing, but 3,200 is nothing out there, guys. You know what I mean? Nothing out there. So it's pretty much my whole income was just going on rent, but I sacrificed that so I could be with my daughter every weekend and be in a nice area. Like, took her to the park, and it was clean. Everybody out there walking, hey neighbor, you know, walking the dog, that kind of vibe. So I did that, man, for as long as I could, and then I just couldn't afford it anymore, guys. So I had to humble myself, move back to the East Coast with my family, man. And that's humbling, man, because prior to this, like I said, guys, I was in the military. I kind of always had my own place and stuff like that. So it was very humbling, man. I drove that Honda all the way from Cali to where I am in New Jersey. It took me 4 days. And that's my little backstory, guys. That's what I did, man. And so a lot of things that played out in my personal life that I went through, I kind of made into a business, or I'm trying to now. So when I talk to those Uber drivers and they're telling me they're renting their cars, I figured I can be the renter or the host to rent to these drivers. So I started the Turo business. And when I stayed at the Airbnbs with the guys and I seen how much money they were turning over, I was like, and that's my next step, guys. I'm going to invest in an Airbnb. Right now, I rent a house from a family member. So I came a long way from sleeping in people's backyards and sleeping at truck stops, you know, 2-3 bedroom, well, 3-bedroom house. I rent this out, and my life's changed, man. My life's changed, but y'all got to put the work in, man. Like, it didn't start like this. It did not start like this, man. So it's just going up from here, man. I want y'all to like go on the journey with me, because it's going up. I don't want to be one of them YouTubers like, bah, just pop out, I'm rich, bitch. You know, I got all this money. Like, bro, how did you get the money? Like, how did you get there? Like, people want to see that. And that was me. I'm laying in the back of my Honda at night, scrolling through YouTube, watching motivational, all kind of YouTubers, man. And I'm like, damn, like some of them like stuck out to me. Like, I used to watch Samaya's Experience. She's out there in Cali killing the Turo game. CEO Matty J. Shout out to one of my guys in the comments. I forget your name, bro, but he was telling me about Pushman Mitch. That's another guy killing the Turo game out in Atlanta. And he's from Philly. A lot of my family's from Philly, you know what I mean? So I can relate to him and stuff like that. And I lived in Atlanta too. I just sit down and watch them guys, man, and I saw their growth and their progression. They didn't just pop out of nowhere. Like, dudes were driving Uber and doing all kind of stuff, building their credit, man, going through the mud. Like, and guys, I'm going through the mud, man. I'm going through the mud, bro. Like, even right now, like, after I cut this off, I'm gonna go deliver groceries and stuff like that, man. Like, don't be too proud, man. Don't be, I ain't delivering groceries. I ain't driving Uber. I ain't doing. See, because rich people, the reason they're rich is because they do what the broke people won't do. Isn't that crazy? The people are broke. They need it the most, but they don't want to do it. And it's funny because the other night I pulled up to Wendy's and I told her, like, look, I'm here. I got a DoorDash order. And she was kind of looking at me and talking to her friend and giggling. And she opened the window like, this dude do DoorDash. Like clowning me. Like clowning me. Even though I got a probably $1,200 in my pocket. I got 3 cars. I'm renting a house. I'm doing good. Like, I'm not stressed. Like, you're at Wendy's. Like, I had some words to say to her, but I was just like, poor thing. You know, poor thing, because her mindset. It all starts with your mindset, guys. Like, she got a poor mind. Like, she thinks like a poor person. Like, if she doesn't change her mind, she's going to be a statistic. Single mother, you know, working fast for that. You know, the whole thing, bro. And it's just like, I kind of took it personal at first, and I was like, she doesn't know what I'm doing. Like, I've met doctors that do Uber on the side, and that's just their vacation money. Like, they're just gonna trick that money off somewhere in Tulum, or, you know what I mean? It's just it's play money for them. It's not like they need it. You know what I mean? And even if you do need it, so what? So what? A lot of people just want to jump to being successful. Like, bro, you got to take steps to get there, bro. You got to take these necessary steps. Like sacrifices, bro. Like letting my ex stay in the apartment. Like, bro, whatever. I'll go figure it out. I know I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm not going to leave you out in the street with my new babe. Like, what kind of sucker? You know what I mean? Like, I know I can figure it out. And I did. You got to have that kind of confidence. Like, bro, I'm going to figure this out. I had no plan B. This plan has to work. You know what I mean? And thank God for the job that hired me, man. They helped me and literally changed my life. I still text them today, like, bro, appreciate you, man. Like, you still got the car? I'm like, I still got the car, man. Like, I really appreciate what y'all did, man. Y'all didn't have to do that, and, you know, a lot of stuff like that, man. But start something. Start a business. This is, like, history right here. Like, this is history, guys. All this money circulating out here, and start a business, guys. I'm telling you, like, start a business right now. Take advantage of it. Don't go blow your stimulus. You do what you want to do, but if you're smart, invest the money. Make that money make you money. Because when the first stimulus hit, I took some of my money and added that stimulus, and that's how I bought that Infiniti. So that was almost free. I took a little bit of my own money, you know what I mean, bought that Infiniti truck, and I just sold it for $4,000. You know what I mean? I think I paid $3,000 for it, and probably put $1,500 of my own money up. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I did do that. You gotta be smart, like stuff like that, like invest in stuff, man. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Like, I took $1,000 from that $4,000 I got and paid for a course for somebody. You know what I mean? To learn a skill or something that will potentially make me more money, guys. So let me go, let me show you guys the driveway real quick. Let me show you what we're working with right now. The Infiniti's gone, but we got this the Element, guys. This is the car I was talking about. This Honda Element. It's a 2004. This is what I'm gonna sell next, and it's emotional, guys, because I slept right here in this back seat, man. I cried like a baby, man. Cried like a baby back there. I couldn't be with my daughter and wake up and see her and, you know, hold her. This was my apartment. This was my apartment. And I drove this here, man. Probably still got the Cali tags on it. So y'all don't think I'm lying. California, man. I'm keeping it 100% transparent with y'all, bro. It's the Volkswagen, guys. Yup. So this was my first car on Turo. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be my daily driver, and this I'm gonna sell. I hate to see it go, man, because it's a bittersweet, man. Like, it's really sentimental. I don't want to let it go, man, because just this right here allowed me to afford this car and my Infiniti and other things, man. So that's where it started with that Honda, man. So whatever situation you guys are in now, man, like, it doesn't always stay like that. Things get better, man. But you got to put in the work and the grind and implement that work, man, and act. Like, my situation, I could have probably still been in Cali struggling, or I probably would have stayed in Atlanta struggling, guys. Never tried to pay for my license to get, you know, I could have been a bum. But I wanted to change, guys. I wanted better for myself. And you should too, man. And I want to see y'all grow, and it's crazy, man. Like, I appreciate every one of you guys. It's crazy. On my second video, I had 4 subscribers. Now we're up to 16, so we gained 12 subscribers. Like, I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I really do. I just was making a video. You guys are giving me more, like, confidence, man. Because I was like, oh, I need the best equipment. I need the best camera. Before I start, I gotta already have money and be doing successful and have a whole Turo Fleet, man. Like, I say, you know what? Let me just pull out my phone, man. You gotta start somewhere. And I want you guys to see the journey. I'm documenting the journey as we go, man. But I don't want to make this video any longer. I know you guys are like, shut up, bro. Where the cars at? No, but I just felt like I wanted to tell you guys like my backstory, man, and why I even wanted to get into Turo and where I'm from and what I want to do, man. My plans, my future plans. My next plan is to get an Airbnb. You know, well, before the Airbnb, I want to liquidate these cars, get one good experience car, automate that business, and then get on to the Airbnb. Everything that I saw was profitable. Like when I was staying in that guy's Airbnb, I was blowing money weekly. I was paying those daily, actually. I think you got a deal when you pay weekly, but I saw the money he was bringing in. And I was like, man, that could be me. That could be me, man. But Jayhawk, man, checking out. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing, man. Click the like button. You guys comment like what car you guys think I should get. What car do you think I should get? It's either gonna be a Jeep Wrangler, Corvette, a BMW 3 Series maybe, Mercedes C-Class, or something like that. You guys comment below, man. And what should I name my subscribers? Like, I don't even know. I'm so new to this. What should we need a group, like a clan, like a family, you know what I mean? 'Cause you guys are like family to me, man. Like keeping me going and you know what I mean? Just watching my video. There's so many other videos out here. There's so much content, but you guys chose to click little old me, bro, and watch my content. That's dope as hell, bro. I can't even describe the feeling, man. And it's up from here, guys. Checking out. Love y'all.